lagging my camera. In case you don't know, I primarily stream from my arcade when the games are able to be played here. Um, I do have some problems with this being such an older computer that I've used to mod my arcade. Um, it doesn't have a lot of processing power. I've upgraded the RAM to, I believe, 16 or 8 or 16. I think it's 16. I don't know. Let's check this out here. Duo, Intel Core Duo CPU, 3 gigahertz. You know, I mean, it just 8 gig of RAM. It just is what it is. I'm on the 18362.295 OS build. I mean, it's good. It works for a lot of emulation, actually. Quite a bit. I can emulate up to Dreamcast with no problem. Well, certain Dreamcast. But there is something to be said about playing a game and streaming it at the same time. All of my arcade games work. All of my, you know, anything up to like 32-bit probably works pretty good. Anything after that, like let's say PS1 or Dreamcast or like Saturn or something, it usually makes my stream lag or my camera lag or something of that nature. I try. Like I got this Nintendo 64 ROM of a WWF No Mercy mod, and it was too much. I had to go play it on my supercomputer in my other room, and that wasn't too bad. I mean, it just was what it was. I got a dedicated camera and microphone here on the arcade now, instead of me having to go back and forth and switch it around and shit like I used to have to. Yeah, and so that's about it. The title of this video is Streets of Rage Remake, which I have right here. I got yesterday. I have run into some problems with it in the aspect that I can't map my buttons to what I really want them to be. I just kind of have to adapt to what they are by default, which sucks. I don't want to show you what happens, but for some reason every time I try to change it, it makes it Joy 11 and I can't fix it. I don't know why, but it's fine. I like Streets of Rage so much that it's fine. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to start it, but I have never tested it while streaming, so I don't know how graphically intensive or CPU intensive this game's going to be. It just is what it is. I do have a graphics card installed on the tower inside my arcade, but for some reason a lot of the games that I'm playing just don't give a shit. They still use my processor and they still use my CPU and not my GPU, which I find puzzling. I'm actually kind of curious if I was to get a more recent game, like say, I don't know, Tekken 7 or Street Fighter 5 or 4 for that matter, uh, because I know for a fact that will use my GPU. Um, I wonder what would happen. The computer I'm using is a Dell Optiplex 720 or 780 or whatever the fuck. It's from like 2009 or some shit. I got it out of the electronical trash that we have at my work, where people will throw away monitors and keyboards and whatever, sometimes phones, things that are broken or just too corrupted to work or out of date. Um, so there was a whole tower in there at one point, and I had already had this cabinet, and I was like, oh, that might work. And so it took a lot to get that thing up and running, but as you can see, it is. What? You probably can't hear that because I'm using a condenser mic, but one of my cats is going crazy in the kitchen. Hey. Sorry, I'm petting one of them. You want to be on the camera? No, he's in a mood. Yeah, so let's just give this a go and see what happens. I have my phone on me because something else that happens, especially, well, it only happened with Dreamcast, but I'll play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and for me, on my end, everything is running perfectly. It's running smoothly. It's running great. Everything's amazing. And then I open my video on Facebook and I look at it, and it's lagging all over the place. And I don't know if that's a processing issue or if that's an XSplit issue or what. But that is what it is. So, as it stands currently, I am going to go to my profile here and see that I am live. That is what it is. So, as it stands currently, I am going to go to my profile here. See that I am live. I don't know. I'm just going to have to roll the dice and see what happens. My problems arise, and I don't usually have a lot of people in the room to let me know there's something wrong. If there's an audio issue, I'm not going to know about it. If there's a graphical issue, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to know about it. So that's why I need you guys. Alright, I think we're good. No! One too low. Alright, I should be able to fix everything else from here. I always want to know what my FPS is. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Yeah, there we go. I'm still able to see it. I'm put this shit on easy. Whatever. It's been a long time since I've fucking seen this shit. I have to beat the game first before I can do that. Okay. Alright, motherfuckers, let's give this a shot. I know there's many more characters than that. Why wouldn't there be? Damn. Well, that's a wash. I'm really gonna have to upgrade my computer inside this thing. I really am. Fuck. Well, I'm not gonna be able to play this game. We're gonna have to go back to the arcade. That sucks. I really like that game too. What? Shut up.